we'll see Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns taking on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers.
On a gorgeous late summer afternoon, it is time for football here at Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Carlson has his teed up, ready to get started. And off we go from Cleveland. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field, and that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Jaden Reed is deep for Green Bay. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. Jakeem Grant deep for Cleveland. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Watson off play action. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That is caught, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Watson on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Watson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Here's Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And bringing him to the ground.
Freaks, I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head? That close to the goal line.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is taken at the 23. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Packers pick it up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working out of the gun. Love. That's taken in. Dontavian Wicks. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Down, 50, green.
Now a first down carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here we go. 10 black.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Second down and 3. Love going to give this one to Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Off the option, it's Jones. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Let's go now. Black 40.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Okay, right.
They'll send Watson in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Love. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns set to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Faking the give, now Watson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Watson. Throw complete to Bell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Chubb on the counter. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
2nd and 6. A give running right is Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now it's Watson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Watson now to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Back to throw. Watson. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Looking to throw. Watson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns have regained the lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And this is good, and it makes it a 9-3 ball game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones, and he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Love with a give to Dillon. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
First down, Love to pass. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers. And he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie. But that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Love. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Chubb running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Credit the defense there to Quay Walker, getting behind the line of scrimmage before they can rip off any sort of a gain.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Off play action. Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Looking to throw. Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers ready to take over offensively. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go. Black, 95.
Play fake. Here's Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
2nd down, Love. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Trainer, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Cleveland offense making their way out. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
On first down, it's Watson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down and a yard.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 59
Back to throw. Watson. Slant route complete to Bell. Touchdown! David Bell. A 15-yard touchdown grab. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And David Bell closed things out with a touchdown catch. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love now. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
And the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Play action this time with Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
And that's patience to be admired right there because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. First down, going to the air with Love. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On 3rd down, and now a fumble. The ball's out. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Looking to throw. Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Again, it's Love. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Steps away to his left. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a strong first half from quarterback Deshaun Watson. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
In motion right comes Reed. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost
up the middle when the blocking is so well executed. It doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Watson on 1st down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Chubb trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. He got halfway home there, down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
Chubb again. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
So from the 36 now. Love from the gun. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Love. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jordan Elliott gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be a third and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. On the option, Love will hang on to it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. Dobbs goes in motion. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Romeo Dobbs, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Love throwing for it. eluding the pressure. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Trying to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And you see the last drive, great chunk of yardage, the touchdown on 5 carries. And offensively, everything just looked in sync, didn't it?
It did, and the reason that it was in sync is because it's a combination of play calling, game plan, offensive line marrying up with all of their blocks. But don't forget the receivers out on the perimeter. Any type of a long run, the receivers have had a hand in that because they've occupied people downfield. And, of course, give the big credit to the man with the football. Great vision, good movement, gets to the end zone.
And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
On first down, Watson completes it right side to Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Watson. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Watson off play action. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On second down, Dillon. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Watson on 3rd down. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's Watson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now Watson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at 7. Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 1 now.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage. And hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love looking to throw it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 1.
We got 3. We got 3.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Watson. Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Now 2nd and 3. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now it's Watson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against a front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge 4th quarter hole to dig out of. Down 3 scores. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's taken in by Watson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Working out of the gun. Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Going back to Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him, throw that challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. To the air again, Love. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Second down, Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Love. Caught on the right side, Reed. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
double.
2 yards left on second down from the 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed from 8 yards out. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Anders Carlson now for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Here comes Amari Cooper and the rest of the Cleveland offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. At their 25-yard line. They'll drop to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Preston Smith drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw now, here's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Ready. Yellow, 43.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Now Love. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9. Love now. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 21. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Here we go. 45. White.
Love going to give this one to Jones. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5. Throwing. Love. And he's got it. Touchdown. Luke Musgrave, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Love throwing for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. This is Jakeem Grant, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Things sure were looking good for him at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. On first down, it's Watson. That's complete to Bell over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. To throw is Watson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers. That's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Watson. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
Let's go now. 50, green.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down. Looking to throw. Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout and move the ball downfield.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. So here now is Anders Carlson in a really big spot. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down Broadway. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And able to get this out to the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Completes to Njoku. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here comes second down and 5. Watson to throw. Gets this to Moore. A big play looming on third down. Watson. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Love. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Here's 1st down. Here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
To throw, Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Muscles him off. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under 1 minute to go now in the football game. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here now, 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. One last shot now for Love. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out. And I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.